Hey guys, thanks for clicking on the video. I don't really know where to begin with this, so forgive me if I start rambling. I haven't really jotted down any of this. This is kind of an on a whim type thing. Recently I kind of came to the realization that I've had this dream for a lot of my life, and I haven't been doing anything about it. I've wanted to play music and I've wanted to write music for a few years now. I mean, ever since I was young, I've always loved the idea of it, but it never really seemed realistic. You know, that society today doesn't really tell you that it's something you should go into. And now, I also recognize that this isn't something that you should do for money. You should not go into write music to make money. I've always felt the need to try to make an impact on someone, and I feel like today's society is making so many people just anxious and depressed, and I think I might be able to help some people out with some music, and there's really nothing more in life that I'd want than that. You know, when I listen to music, I sometimes think about myself playing it, and I tear up almost every single time. And if that's not an indicator of what I should do, then I don't know what the fuck is. But I've never really given it a real shot. You know, I bought my electric drum set. You know, I've bought a guitar. I live with someone now who has a ton of instruments. I got a keyboard in front of me, a bass. You know, basically an amp over here. Like anything that I really need to start this. And it's just been a matter of me being lazy and kind of discouraged to start it, because every time I try to play, it's discouraging. Like anything new that you start, it's going to be hard at first, and I just quit so quickly. And like I said, I guess the biggest part is I would love to change someone's life with music, even if it's just one person. If one person could connect with a song that I wrote, it would mean so much to me. I think I might be getting a little bit ahead of myself when I say this stuff, because who knows if I'm even going to be good, right? But I feel like I've lived through a lot already at a young age. I've experienced a lot, and I think I have some good ideas on things, and I think I might be able to. I think I can do it. I think I can do anything if I really tried it, and I think anyone can do anything if they tried it within their physical limitations. And obviously, almost anyone can play music if they really tried. The main part for me is the other day I asked myself, like, what's in the future when I'm old. Hopefully I make it to that age, but when I'm old, what's the one thing that I'm gonna regret? If I don't try this shit, this is going to be it. For sure. I'm going to look back and say I should have done it. And so this is it. I'm trying it. And I think I kind of had this idea of starting a YouTube channel and kind of starting out shitty, obviously, and showing you guys my progression. And hopefully I can inspire some other people to do the same. Because that'd be really cool. So I guess I'll talk a little bit about myself. I'm 23 years old. I am a painter. I've been painting for 4 years, house painting, not artistically. I can't draw for shit. But I've been painting for 4 years. It's an okay job. It's not the dream job. I can't really think of what a dream job would be, other than like being a musician, or I love hockey. Being a hockey player would be great, but I'm 5'5". That wouldn't have worked out. And maybe a stand-up comedian too. That'd be really cool. So yeah, I'm 23. I guess I'll talk a little bit about my history. My entire life, growing up, I wanted to be a veterinarian. I absolutely love animals. I always wanted to work with animals, and I saw my brothers, who were extremely successful, and they're making a lot of money. They're a bit older than me. And part of me wanted to compete with that. Like, oh, I wanted to make a lot of money too. And the only way I could have done that was veterinary. So there is flaws in that logic. You shouldn't. I don't think you should do anything for money. I mean, like, you're obviously you need money in this world, but when you're doing something 8 hours plus a day, it's got to be something that you truly, truly love, or else you're gonna end up depressed. You're gonna get anxious. You're gonna have regrets, and I feel like if there's that thing in the back of your mind that always pops up, for me it's music. You should try it, and if you haven't tried it, then you're doing yourself a disservice. Anyway, I'm rambling again. So I'm 23. Keep saying that. I ended up going to vet school. I was trying to be a vet tech at first. I wanted to be a vet tech, which is basically a nurse for veterinarians. And but you know, I did well in high school, and I got a good scholarship for a college. Both colleges I wanted to go to, and but 2 weeks before I went to college, my father passed away, very unexpectedly. I won't go too deep into that. I guess maybe that'll be a story for another video. But obviously that kind of shook my world a little bit. That was my first real experience with death. You know, I had a dog before that passed away, and that kind of, I was young and that hurt, but nothing compared to this. And I guess vet school was a good distraction from that, and that's not something that you want to be distracted from. When you deal with a death of someone, you don't want to put it on the back burner. You want to deal with the emotions that you're feeling, or it's gonna bottle up and it's gonna burst one day, and you're gonna fucking break down, and you're gonna feel like the whole world that you know is not the world that you've been living in. It's really weird. So it really made me think about life, what I want out of it. And obviously that sounds silly, because you know, everyone thinks about, you think about your life, like, oh, I want to do this, I want to do that, but sometimes there's a layer deeper that you haven't thought about, and that layer got peeled off for me, and it made me realize that veterinary was not what I wanted to do. Actually, it's not even anything close that I wanted to do. Like, yeah, it'd be great helping animals, but I got to think about myself too. That's a life of stress, and I can't deal with that. I'm an anxiety-riddled person as it is, so I realized I couldn't go through with that. And thankfully, I was only a year in, and I was able to get out of that. Then I quit. I dropped out of college, and I ended up working for a bit. I worked at a warehouse for a while. I worked at a deli. Worked at another warehouse, and then I started painting, and then, you know, I kept telling myself, oh, I'm going to figure out what I'm going to do, and 4 years goes by and I'm still doing the same fucking thing. So I guess this is why I'm trying this right now, just to see maybe I have some talent that I'm not aware of, or maybe, no, that's not the right thing to say, but maybe I can make this work. Maybe I can. Even if I still have to paint or do whatever it is to make money and do this, I know that I'll be happy, because there is definitely a void in me, like a hole that needs to be filled, because if I don't do this, then I know I'm going to regret it. So I guess I really don't know how to finish this, but I'm going to try to show you guys my progress of my music. My music playing. Obviously, it's going to be a very slow process. I'm shit. I mean, I played Rock Band drums on Expert, if that fucking counts for anything. I can keep a rhythm, but you know, if it comes down to writing a good fill, it's not going to happen, at least not on purpose. As for guitar, don't even get me started. But I'm going to try, and honestly, I'm really excited. And yeah, thanks for watching.